Hello and welcome to the CarGurus used car review, the subject of which today is the 5th generation of Audi A4. Known internally as the B9, this version of the A4 was launched in 2016 as both a saloon and an Avant estate. It follows on from 4 previous generations of A4, the first of which went on sale in 1994 as a replacement for the Audi A2. Common to all A4s is a reputation for superb build quality and understated elegant design, and that applies to this B9 generation model too, whether you're looking on the outside or on the inside. Now, the interior of the B9 generation A4 really is something to behold. They've really gone to town on this. You've got these lovely different surfaces and textures, even down here the plastics are textured. And then there's the design details, things like this frameless rear view mirror, just looks great. And all the controls, like the heater controls, are very easy to use. They're really satisfying in the way they work. And Audi's MMI infotainment system is super slick. In terms of dials, you can either have this analog setup, which is perfectly good, or you can try and track down the car with Audi's virtual cockpit. Now that's a 12-inch digital display. It fills up this whole space here, and it means you can do things like have the sat-nav map right in front of you. It looks really cool. It's very easy to use. It's a lovely feature. As for driving dynamics, the A4 isn't as sharp as a BMW 3 Series or Jaguar XE, but offers superb refinement and plenty of stability. That applies whether you have a front-wheel drive model or one with Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. Now, in terms of ride comfort, SE and Sport Spec models are softer than the S line, or better still, try and find a car that was originally specified with Audi's adaptive suspension system. If you want an A4 that can also do a bit of light off-roading, have a look for an all-road model. These come with all-wheel drive, raised suspension and protective body cladding. Now, obviously the Avant is the most spacious A4, but even this saloon offers a really good amount of room. In fact, the boot is almost identical to the size of the BMW 3 Series and the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. So you'll easily fit a couple of large cases in there, and you can also lower these seats. And in doing that, you get an almost flat, much longer load bay, which is good for big items. Now then, if you watch our reviews of the Mercedes C-Class and BMW 3 Series and compare them with this A4, you'll see that the Audi is the roomiest of the 3 in the back. I've got lots of legroom here, headroom's okay too. You can also get 3 across. It actually feels reasonably wide. The downside being that this backrest is really firm, so you're not going to want to do it for a long journey. Now, all of the models come with loads of equipment, with things like parking sensors, climate control and DAB radio, all coming as standard. That is not to say, however, that you can't also add lots of optional extras to your A4. So if there are certain things that you're after, use the search filters on the CarGurus results page to narrow down your options. By searching via cargurus.co.uk, you'll be able to see how the price of one car compares with similar models listed for sale. And if a car is overpriced, we'll flag that too. Plus, we use dealer ratings to show customer satisfaction levels from other car buyers. You'll also need to decide what engine to go for, and there's a lot to be said for the entry-level 1.4 litre turbo petrol, which is smooth and reasonably strong. Or for something a bit brisker, try the 2 litre petrol. Now this, unlike the 1.4, can be had with an automatic gearbox as well as the 6-speed manual. Now that automatic is very, very smooth on the move. It's lovely, but can be a little bit hesitant when pulling away. So as part of your test drive, just try some low speed manoeuvres to ensure you're happy with it. The diesels are strong too, whether it's the 2 litre or the 3 litre V6, which is effortlessly quick and still capable of returning upwards of 45 miles per gallon if you go for the version with 218 horsepower. If fuel economy is your main concern, then the 2 litre TDI is the one to have, provided that is you do the kind of regular long journeys that will give the diesel particulate filter a chance to regenerate. Now, from a front wheel drive 2 litre TDI, you can expect about 50 miles per gallon. Plus, if you choose a model that was registered before April 2017, they're cheap to tax too. After that date, a flat rate of tax was introduced for all cars costing less than £40,000 of £140 per year. There's no excuse for a car this new not having an up-to-date service record. Not only will it help enormously with long-term reliability, but if a car hasn't been serviced properly, then you might have problems getting any faults sorted under the original 3-year 60,000 mile warranty. Other things to be aware of: listen out for rattles from the interior. Some people have found particularly the door trim can rattle. Have a look at the displays for the infotainment and the heater system. Make sure that they're functioning properly, and bear in mind that the A4 is the kind of car that spends a lot of time pounding up and down motorways, so look for stone chips around the front here, chips in the windscreen. Now, another cost to factor in is that every 5 years you'll need to fit a new cam belt, and that costs between about £500 and £700, with that higher cost linked to the bigger engines. Speaking of big engines, we can't go without mentioning the performance models of the A4 range, the S4 and RS4 Avant. If you want lots of speed and power to go with the space and practicality, then both are solid bets, with the 450 horsepower RS4 proving particularly mighty. You can find used examples of all of these cars at cargurus.co.uk, where our focus on bringing transparency to the used car buying process is ready to help you find a great deal from a top-rated dealer. Right, that's it from us. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.